Joe, your speech today, who you felt you could relate to the phrase, thank God it's Friday? Hands up. You did very well, Sergio, connected to the audience with a theme that we can all, as being employees, can relate to. I'm going to touch base on 3 points throughout my evaluation speech. The first one is going to be the structure of your speech, then how you connected with the audience, and lastly, how you managed to inspire us as your audience. Let me dive right in. The structure of your speech was great, as in you had 3 main points: the cards, squash, and the keys. You engaged the audience in asking the same question that I just asked. Who here thinks, thank God it's Friday, is a valid statement? However, this question was asked after a little introduction, a story of you sitting on the couch on Sunday, talking to your roommate, and then you asked the question to reel us in and get our attention. I believe if you had asked this question right away, at the beginning of your speech, Joe, do you think on Friday, thank God it's Friday? Yes or no? You would have our attention to a higher degree than asking in the middle. You would get us right away and not let us go, continuing your speech. I already mentioned the 3 points you had: the cards, the squash, balls, and the keys were a great structure. It's pretty standard for good speeches. The only thing I didn't really like a lot was you tied back into the cards, saying we have the cards that are being dealt to us. We can only decide how to play with them. You didn't really tie in the squash board or squash wall, though. You mentioned that 8 hours work, 8 hours sleep, 8 hours. What do you do with these 8 hours? You can play squash, for example, or you can do any other passion. You didn't really point out that this is your second point, the squash ball, leading to your passion. This could have been a bit more clear, following a good structure. I'm going to go to the second point, as in connection to the audience. You asked the audience a question, it was great. Your language wasn't very inclusive. You said, we all should do something, we will find, everybody should change something. I believe we should change something. This is a very politician way of talking. If you say, you should change something, you can change it, Bashar, right now. You will address people of the audience directly, grab us in as in, we should lead a better life, we should eat more healthy. This is very general statements that don't really address myself as an audience member. Lastly, how you inspired us. Your pictures are beautiful, man. You're settling in for a harness. You can ding me out, that's fine. In harness to start the ascent on Monday, that was beautiful done. Your conclusion was a bit stitched together. You're the captain of the ship, great. Everything has to be excellent, and then give it all you got. It's very stitched together. It's not very coherent. Leave it as you're the captain of the ship, and you, Sergio, you are the captain of the ship. So skip these Sundays where you sit on the couch all day and keep pushing hard for the next manual.